as Mr. J comes in here and I get to here, now I want to follow with my first combination. So Art, you'd be here and we would be like this on a triangle. You live and die by the triangle. But what I'm doing is I'm reordinating myself to him. What I want you to do here is that you're going to, as this comes, go here and step forward with this foot here. So I'm still technically on this triangle, but now I'm closer to him. Okay? For the moment. And I want you then to do downward X. And then you step back. I step back with this foot, or I step back with this foot and slide this one back. It doesn't matter. But for right now, let's step back with this foot. Just from here, come out as you hit. And come back to here. Now remember we were talking about our feeding position from here, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm back here like that. Well, that's where I'm at here. Why? Because I want to be out at a range where I can still get to him, but he's got to come in towards me. That buys me time. If he, from right where you're at, you swing, that's not right where you're at. You're right there. Extend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
As he swipes at me, that's where I want to be at. Okay? I do not want to end here. Do you follow me? So, he comes in again at me. I go here, I hit, and I stop. He can hit me. What's to say that I got all my shots in? I don't know. I might have. He might be able to fight through it. If he's got a blade, I might have killed him, but he might kill me as he's fallen to the ground. This was something that Hawk would talk about. You got to be aware of the person, even when you knock them out, what damage they can do with you. And that's what got me to really think about, oh my gosh, we need to get back to a different range instead of ending here. So, what I want you to do is you get in here, step back, stick here, ready to go. Not back here, not here. Because from here, let's do it again.
Yes, sir.
Ready? I go here, and I hit and I do this, and let's just say that I step back and I got my hand here. Am I out of range?
No. No, sir.
No, see? That's the target, and I'm a stick.
Yes, sir.
Here. But if I'm here, so don't leave it, don't give them this. Think about pulling this back and being ready to go right here. Okay? As opposed to being out here. Same thing with this hand. Okay? I was at a seminar recently with Hawk. Okay? And Hawk was talking about, the displaying of the weapon. Okay? And so what we had happen was, I think I mentioned this to y'all before, I'm sorry. But the point is that what happened was the Uke over here had experience and he tells the other student, oh, you need to present the weapon. So what does the person do? They're at this range. Okay? I can't get to them. So what does this person do here? That's supposed to step back with their knife. They do this. Ha! They just took their hand, put it right out here where he can take it in a heartbeat, giving no thought to what they were doing. And that was not what Hawk was telling them to do. That's what the other person interpreted Hawk saying. And so they correct the beginner and say, present that weapon, and then they don't correct this. See, and that's dangerous. I mean, imagine that out here on a deal, and I pull my knife and everything. Ha! Here, don't come past this point. And he's got a weapon. He can easily cut me. So that's what I'm saying. See, you want to move back and try and train yourself. This is hard. to gauge, to understand the distancing to where I can tell, is he in range or not? Now, let me explain this. Just real quick, look, ready?
Yes, sir.
So I'll feed you real quick.
Yes, sir.
So I'm here like this, you just get out of the way.
Yes, sir.
As I'm here, and I'm committed, all right? So move over here, just, you see how I've committed to the strike. I mean, that's the goal. I'm not probing. I am going to cut him in half if I can. That's my intent. Not of a tick. Cut through. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when I'm like this, I then have a hard time to turn because my foot's planted. I have a hard time to turn and to get anywhere. So if he's over in this area here, see, I'm not leaning back and cheating. I am here and I'm trying to get out here too. He's just out of range. Don't move back.
Yes, sir.
He's just out of range. Extend. Extend.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right? So you were close. All right? But that's what I'm trying to get to. Now, you coming at me?
Yes, sir.
So, this is something that again, this is part of the X. Because art didn't teach us this. Art was just teaching us right in the person's face, and then we got done. You know, and you might go back here, but you didn't really think about being out of range.
Mark, do you think that, just because art's coming from a system or a mentality that tends to be in enclosed spaces,
Yes.
urban environments, in between cars, that kind of stuff, versus?
No. And here's the reason why.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the question is it because of urban environment that wasn't a concern? I don't believe so. It's a middle range stick fighting system. So you don't care about long range. You care more about middle range. Out of the, say, I think it's 10 defenses for angle 1. What we're doing here, out of the 10 defenses, 1 deals with long range. That's it. Okay? And such. So I don't believe there's the thought process of trying to get out and be ready for that person to continue on, because all of the training is done in this. Do you see what I mean? All the training is done in this range.
Sure, I guess my question is why? Why they decided that medium?
Because you're using a short stick, and that was representative of your basic bolo and things like that. And remember, this is a combination of Serrada, which is close or closed, and Bahala-Na, which was technically jungle fighting. Okay, so they're not using sticks jungle fighting wise. You're using bolos to clear or whatever. So, and I'll talk more about this with the next combination. I'll explain. But I'm just trying to show you this concept here. Now, this comes from a long range system, but I'm not getting into the detailed footwork like they do. But it's just I've started by studying a longer range system that is a longer range stick fighting system. Okay? And in doing that, because it's all on based on footwork. But that got me to thinking, like Hawk said, be aware of where you end up so that if you knock the person out, you don't die. Inadvertently, it's an accident. But what do I win out of that? Nothing. So, in order to teach that concept then, I want you to step back. Like here, just try it. Start learning to gauge, and if you like it, great, accept it. If you don't like it, throw it away. Stay here. Okay? It's perfectly fine. I mean, that's what we did with Grandmaster Remy. It was all here. All right? Long range was, to be honest with you, long range was lip service. You know? And I mean it like that. It just wasn't, it wasn't emphasized. It was emphasized as a self-defense system. So of course I gotta be in here close to grab, to lock, to do all these things.
I was gonna ask you if you thought that was the main reason, because that focus was more self-defense versus
Yeah.
stick dueling.
Yes, modern harness, absolutely. Totally, that is why I think that way. That is why, for us, originally, you look at the old video of Remy, and I'm sure people will get pissed at me or disagree, but the old, like the footage of him and Max Palin, is out here long range, like here. And later on, you look at his videos, and it's all in this range right here, and you're setting up all these different traps and locks and takes aways and things like that. And I believe that over time, the emphasis shifted. And there was nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's just that that mindset of getting back out of the way after I beat him, I believe is, I haven't seen it in other systems. That's why I'm emphasizing it, to expose you all to it. And give you the opportunity that, you know, hey, think about it if you want to do it. I mean, think about how do I get back so that I can get him. Because the idea here is not that it's just magic that I'm here like this. You know, it's just magic that I can hit him and he not hit me. It's to prevent me being in range so that when he extends and I'm out, whether it's through the body lead or whatever, that as soon as this passes, that goes. Because he's decided to continue the fight. I'm not looking at it as a stick fighting. I'm looking at it, I've given him a chance to walk away. He hasn't. So I'm gonna hit him. Okay? Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason why I'm showing that. I want to give the opportunity, the guy to go away. And he hasn't. Okay? So anyhow, so just so that you understand, it's when on this one here, when I come in and I hit here like this, if I'm this foot forward and I strike, step back here. So as he extends, see? All right, I'm stepping back with this foot. If I adapt the close in with art, I got to step back with this foot. Okay, is what I'm getting at, see? And that's just to protect you from that. So be aware of it. And what am I doing here? Okay, in karate world, is a reverse punch. Okay, I'm twisting my hip. And that's why I was saying before, see, if he's got his weight on this front hip, as he extends out, like here. So he extends out, he's planted there. If he's back here and he goes to move that foot, move the front foot. No, because you'd be trying to attack me, right?
So like something
Right here. You see what I mean? As soon as I see this start to move, I attack. That's what I'm saying about training yourself to be here. So you get that idea. So that if he swings and he misses, I'm here now. If he's here like this, and he swings and he misses, then I can get it here. If he comes in here and I get and I hit here and break his and then you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can try that. Okay? But that's part of what I'm trying to add to the mix for his art. But I'm staying with Grandmaster Art's thing. And I'm tying in, you can do a combination such as Downward X.
So I was gonna ask, would you review the combination you'd like us to try to focus
Sure.
on?
This here is just a Downward X. So he comes in here. 1, 2, 3. Then as he extends. Do you follow me? That's it. Just 1, 2, 3. Now what am I hitting? I'm hitting here. I'm coming down, hitting his arm here. The backhand here leads to the head. And I come across as a horizontal in case he moves into me or anything. And I hit. Whether I hit to his head, whether I hit to his arm, I don't care. But as soon as I get it, I pull back. Okay? Do you follow?
Yes, sir.
Can you try that?
Sure.
Yes,
Try it. Try it when you go forward.
Slowly.